Okay, we are about to taste a Reserva Rioja. It's from the UK top 10, so we're going to see how good we think it is and does it deserve to be in the top 10. My name is John Lightfoot and this is
John Murphy.
And as we say, we're here to taste a Rioja. It is a Campo Viejo. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. I'm sure, please let us know. Please tell us how I should be pronouncing it. Send us an audio file. Love to hear from you. So it is a Rioja. It is a Reserva rather than one, and we'll do a link to exactly the same vineyards, Tempranillo. So this is been in the oak barrels a little bit longer, John. Yes.
Yeah, the Reserva. Yep.
And also, so it's 2015. The one that we will link to is 2019. So we're going to see what effect. I mean, I'm presuming that it's produced in the same vineyard, so the same grapes. So we're going to see what effect the aging has on this wine. Okay, so let's have a look at the colour.
You can immediately tell on that one. Our first one I described as quite purple. This one, it's just got there's a brown hue.
Yeah.
In there. It's
yeah.
Much more of that. But what I really like, you can see as you're swishing it around there, it's more viscous. It looks, I don't know, it's a velvety almost, enticing. I'll say enticing.
Yeah. And one of the other things, I don't know quite how that would happen, but one of the other things that I noticed is that the one that we tasted before, which is Tempranillo, which was the young wine, was 13.5%. This is 14%. I'm not sure if the alcohol actually sort of increases or whether that's, again, whether they choose different wines. They may well try and choose different wines to put into the barrels to the ones that they think are more suitable for young.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I'm sure they would do, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I guess they would, because they're experts at this sort of stuff. Well,
should we have a go on the nose?
Let's have a go on the nose. Wow, now that is giving a lot more off than the Tempranillo that we had from the same stable. That is.
Yeah, that's more my style of Rioja there.
Is that because it smells a lot dirtier?
I'll go with that. There might be a little mustiness, but for me, it's the that oak and leather come through hard on this one. This isn't.
I really find it difficult, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers will, to distinguish between the leather and the oak, because I know that when you say you're getting leather and you're getting oak, I really struggle to know the difference between those two. I find them indistinguishable, but that's probably just practice. I just need to practice more.
Just to smell my wines, John. Keep sniffing.
Yes.
But it's almost as our listeners there. There's a bit of almost licorice in there as well for me.
Licorice.
Just nice while we're chatting there.
I've still managed, all the times you've mentioned licorice, I've never ever managed to smell or taste licorice, I don't know.
And if you don't out there, we've said it many times, it's very subjective, so don't think you have to find it there, or don't think you're doing it wrong.
No. Obviously the taste is unique to you, and sometimes you'll find the taste, the same bottle will taste different in different environments. It's just quite natural.
I'm going to have a little taste.
Are we going to move on to the taste?
I think we should.
Okay.
It's like teasing me, just let me smell it.
No. That is a lot softer, isn't it?
It's a lot softer, but it's a lot more length on there. It's nice. It's not a bad Rioja at all. Not a bad one. Again, it's up in the game slightly, which is understandable going from Tempranillo to Reserva.
I'm not sure if it'd be a lady's drink though.
Why?
Well, it might have more length, but if it's softer, it's probably not going to appeal to them.
And I walked straight into that, and I must apologise, but I walked straight into that one without even seeing it. My goodness. You can't get away with that kind of stuff on this channel, I've told you before, John.
Sorry. So no, but I just mean that in terms of the taste, they probably would like something a little bit more robust.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for that, John. I'll take it from you, don't worry.
Okay.
So no, it's in... For the money, again, was this reduced from £11, I believe, to £8? Is that correct?
It is, yeah. Normally retail 11, but it's £8 at the time of filming.
See, even for £11, I'd be thinking that's very good for £11, but for £8, that is pretty good. I mean, obviously, it's not the finest Rioja I've ever tasted, but it's £8. What do you want for £8? That is a and it puts like a different slant on it as well. You start thinking, you know, I've tasted some not very good Riojas at £8, and it's got quite a lot going for it. But
yeah, I think, you know, just even as you say, because its normal retail price is £11, to sort of judge it £11, that is very, very nice, and it's very smooth. The length is very reasonable as well, isn't it? You know, it hangs on in there.
yeah, I think comparing it to the first one, to the Tempranillo, is really bigging it up as well. You know, it's helping it from going from there to here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Perhaps.
And that does affect obviously your wine tasting experience, because you know, if you taste a wine that's really brilliant, just not necessary to other people but just to your palate, you taste that wine, it's really brilliant, and then you taste another one and you're never quite getting to that sort of first one you tasted to, you always have a downer on the other taste, whereas if you tasted maybe the others before, your opinion of them would be higher.
Yeah. There's so much that does go into tasting. Lots of things, as we've said on many occasions. But again, I'd be very pleased to have that in my cupboard.
I would be very pleased to have that in the cupboard. And you know, as we said it, I think just before we kicked in the cameras, John, you said, well, for £1.50, you know, actually.
Yeah, from number 1 to number 2, this is a £1.50 extra. It's worth every single penny of that.
Well, it's 150 of them, John.
Oh dear, still the auction at heart, isn't it?
So yeah, I mean, I think it is well worth that. I mean, you know, at least the sort of, you know, at that sort of price, you can afford to, you know, maybe not concentrate on as much as it deserves if you're chatting with a friend. But if you know you do have a quiet moment and you do just want to drink it, it's going to meet your desires there too.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, good. Okay, well, let's think about what we would pair this with.
Cheese again. I'm going to go back to cheese. I'm a cheesemonger. I might put something with a washed rind with that to give it a bit of something to fight with it. Probably either a Munster or a Pont l'Evêque, and they're fairly different cheeses. But I'll probably leave with the Munster. I do like Munster. I think that just
And Munster's from where?
Munster is French.
Okay, because there is a German city called Munster, so...
There is, yeah, and that actually does confuse a fair few folk when they're looking in the cheese fridge. But no, it's a French cheese. One of my favourites is the Munster, very smelly. It does smell the fridge out, but it's worth it. And yeah, that would go perfectly with that.
Yeah? I think, what about if I said that I would, with this, then I think I would like to try a rich spaghetti bolognese with this. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know this is a Spanish wine, maybe it's talking about Spanish dishes, but actually for me, I think, you know, sort of a spaghetti bolognese that's actually maybe got a little bit of Italian sausage in it, as well as the sort of minced beef, a lot of tomato. I think this would balance that quite well.
I don't think you'd be wrong there, John.
So, I think that we can move on to the conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll give you my conclusion first, and then see if you'd like to add anything to it. I mean, my conclusion is that for £1.50 over the wine that we will link to, the Tempranillo from the same vineyard, well worth the extra. Just that extra length, that extra taste, that extra little bit of complexity. My view would be, I would buy this again.
I would mirror that, John, and go so far as to say it'd be worth having a few bottles of this kind of tucked away for if friends come round, or you know, now nearly coming out of lockdown and people might just drop in on you unexpected. It'd be good to have a few of those in the cupboard just ready to go. And at that price, it's a steal.
Absolutely.
So what would you say your score would be, John?
Yes, my score. Yes, well, considering it's £1.50 extra, obviously it's got to go the extra length. I'm going to move up to 85 on this one.
Interesting.
You're going to go 83.
No, I actually didn't think I hadn't got a score in my mind when I asked.
I think I need a little bit of editing here then.
No, I'm thinking, like you say, it's £1.50, but for that £1, it does go above and beyond. So I might. What did you say? 85. I'll say 84.
Okay, that's only because you didn't want to admit to 83.
If you want 83, there's not that much in it, but I think it does. Yeah, it goes that extra mile with that £1.50.
Yeah,
So
no, I
80,
think it is.
80.
And I think the price, you know, I mean, if this, you know, if this had been sort of, I don't know, 15, 18 pounds, then it would have notched down to maybe sort of 80, 81. But for the price, I'd go at 85.
I'd probably go lower than that, as if it's 15 quid.
Yeah.
I'd expect a lot of 15 quid.
Well, yeah, Yorkshireman, of course you will. What would you, if this had been 15 quid, what, out of interest, what would you?
I'd probably take this down to the Tempranillo stand and say 78.
Okay.
Still a good wine,
Yeah,
but whether it's worth the 15.
yeah, I get you, I get you. Okay, great. Well, we will have a link to the previous wine that we've been talking about, so you can look at that view if you wish. Really pleased that you joined us, and we actually look forward to seeing you again in our next video. Look forward to seeing you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.